Hello, I'm Tristan, and thanks for stopping by my Learning Hub. Today we are going to be looking at geometry. Welcome back. Now, if you remember from the last two episodes, we looked at the graphs of sine x and cos x. So in this episode, we will look at the graph of tan x, or to be more exact, y equals tan x. So we could, of course, say make a chart, x and y, and x equals 0, y equals 0, and so on and so forth. And if I graph this, well, try and graph tan x, we would get something. If this is the y-axis, this is x, this is the origin, it would look something like this. Okay, so here's a more exact version here. And you can see there are dotted lines here. Let me change colors so you can see it properly. So there are dotted lines here, 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 and here. So the dotted lines actually signify an asymptote, which means that when let's make this x, and let's make this the y-axis, and say that y equals tan x. So as x gets closer to this point, or x equals 90, which is the line, y goes to infinity. So it keeps going up to positive infinity. And this happens here, and on the other side of the asymptote, which is, remember, is the dotted line, it goes to negative infinity here, and this goes up, that goes down, and so on and so forth, as you can see with the arrows there. So now let's look closely at the graph. So tan x crosses the origin, so 0, 0, and it crosses 0, 0 here. So 180, 360, negative 180, negative 360. So can you say what type of graph this is? Is it an odd function? So remember, sine x is an odd function, or is it an even function? And cos x is an even function. Which one is it? Well, it's an odd function, because it can be rotated 180 degrees, so it can be flipped and it will still look the same. So I have a version here, and it looks about the same. Well, it looks exactly the same if it's not for the writing here, but let's swap back now. So now tan x, let's recap. Tan x is odd, and it has asymptotes at x equals 90, negative 90, and so on and so forth. And there's one last thing. As with cos x and sin x, it will keep going infinitely that way and that way. And it will repeat, tan x will repeat itself every 180 degrees, which is unlike sine and cos, which is 360 degrees. So it repeats itself here, and then it repeats itself here again. And yeah, so that's all. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.